Okay, so today's date is, okay, get rid of that and stay here, please. May 27th.
Right.
You get rid of your paper and stay here. 2017. Okay, so what this is used for, this is used to take derivatives of multiple variables. Exactly. You don't have to run suicides here. One of the reasons it comes up, if you get an equation like this, okay. Now, why is it difficult, the way we know right now, to take the derivative of a circle? Because that's the equation of a circle. Why is it difficult? What would you have to do in order to take the derivative of that? The way we know right now. Well, what happens for every single equation we've dealt with so far? What does it look like?
Nothing on the left side.
Yeah, so it's like y equals something, right? So if I wanted to isolate this, I would have to do, well, y squared equals 25 minus x squared. And then y equals 25 minus x squared to the 1/2, right? When I say right, I mean wrong, okay? Because of that darn old plus or minus thing, right? Okay. So when there's things with multiple variables like that, like this is complicated data, you get two sets of data, it's more difficult. We're going to do something called implicit differentiation. It will allow you to take derivatives of both x's and y's at the same time. So I'm going to just throw a little quick reminder on here. Sort of reminder. What does dy by dx mean?
First derivative.
Okay. So what we're going to do for this is, let's do example one. We'll actually do, I'm sure we'll talk through it as we go in. We're going to say find dy by dx for x squared plus y squared equals 25. So we'll actually do this the new way, right? Okay, so I'm going to slow down here. I'm getting too excited. Okay, so can someone be brave here and tell me what's the derivative of x squared, please? 2x. Wonderful. Good. All right, now the derivative of y squared, this is something new. Okay, so what we're going to say is that the derivative of y with respect to x is dy by dx. So really what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain rule that. Okay, so y squared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what's the chain rule for y squared? What gets brought down then? So 2, and then you're going to left with what's in the brackets, which is y. So this is going to be 2y, but I'm also going to put dy by dx in here. Now the question is, why did I not have to do that on the last question? Well, the reason was the derivative of x is just 1, so it doesn't change anything. The new part for this is the derivative of y is always just going to be dy by dx. Okay, so let's just make sure we get that before I keep going. So y squared changes to, well, the 2 comes down, and then y, and then the derivative of y, which is inside brackets, is dy by dx. All right, the derivative of 25 is going to be 0. Okay, so we're close to being done, but not quite yet. All right, so when it says find dy by dx, can somebody suggest what I might want to do? I want to find dy by dx.
2x over.
Yeah, you got to isolate, right? Very good. Okay, so I'm going to say 2y dy by dx equals negative 2x. Great. Excellent. Wonderful. Last step is going to be what?
Divide by 3.
Divide what? 2y. I thought you said dy. Yeah. dy by dx equals negative 2x over 2y. So dy by dx equals x over y. Now that is frickin' cool, if you don't mind me using the word frickin'. Alright, so what I've done, if you think of the slope of a circle, it's going to change.
Negative x.
Whoa, goodness gracious. I love you guys here for that, okay? Most of my classes just put their heads on their desks and just ignore what I was doing. Okay, this is wonderful, okay? Now this is cool, okay, because if you think of how a circle's going to go, even if, let's draw on the board here, okay? The slope of the circle depends on both the x values and the y values. Okay, so if you look at the circle, here's where x is equal to 3, okay? It has this slope at that top. But again, also the same point down here, it's not going to have the same slope, right? So depending on both the x and the y, it'll have a different slope. That sort of makes sense? A little bit? Oh, no comment? Let's keep going with algebra and leave circles out. So you guys are sick of the unit circle. I shouldn't have done that. I should have started with the triangle. Okay. Example 2.
Mr. Sadler,
Yes.
in the end, I think there's a typo.
Uh-huh.
When it's saying what f of x equals,
Yeah.
it says the same thing twice, but in one case it should have like a negative. Like, in that big paragraph, when it's saying what f of x equals, it says f
All
of
right,
x
yeah. I
is
actually want to do a plus.
yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm going to say find the slope of the equation um, 3xy minus y to the 4 equals 5 at 1 comma what? No.
Negative 1.
What did I make it so difficult?
Yeah, custom.
Oh, hello. Let's change this equation.
I think you checked it.
Hey guys, that's not
I bet you they went to
nice.
shorties.
Yeah, guys, they're probably sick of others dying right now. Okay, you guys, would you feel bad if they both broke their legs and they're both in hospital? Would you feel awful?
I'd be pretty happy, actually.
All right, here we go.
And then get out the last market.
That would be nice if you would have to get it in the hospital. Sorry, I'm sorry, that was just uncalled for. Okay, sorry, that was okay, what's that? Uh-oh. I can
Show
edit.
my mom this video.
I can edit this. She knows your mark, doesn't she? Okay, back to this here though. Okay, so we're going to take the derivative of everything. Now, let's start with 3xy. This is going to be a product rule, okay? The two parts are going to be the 3x and the y, okay? So what's the derivative of 3x going to be?
3.
Very good. So, and the y just comes along. What's the derivative of y going to be?
dx or
Oh, wait, yeah.
dy.
dy by dx, very good. So it's going to go plus 3x dy by dx. Now I'm going to slow down here before I continue because I want to make sure this is good. So what we just used here was product rule. I took the derivative of 3x, which is just 3, and the y carries through. Then I took the derivative of the y, which is dy by dx, and the 3x carries through. Okay, that's how product rule goes. Okay, can someone be brave now, somebody new, and take the derivative, not your, take the derivative of negative y to the 4th? What's that going to be? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Minus 4y over here.
Close? Not quite though, not quite. So it's going to, well, we're going to chain here though. So the 4 is going to come down,
Okay.
and this is going to stay y to the cube. Okay, but then you take the derivative of the inside. So that's going to be dy by dx. Okay, now it's too bad Jeff isn't here right now. He has a broken leg. Okay, whatever. I hope he doesn't. If he has a broken leg, I feel awful. Because this is similar to that question. Remember to put that question?
Is it equal to 2?
Whoops.
Or would you use 0?
Thank you. I'm gonna miss you next year. I'm gonna make so many mistakes, and no one will be there to fix me. I'm serious. It'll be awful. Okay, if you remember, do you guys remember back about 2 weeks ago before? Please, guys. Do you remember back about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? I was sick, and I did that example from the grade 11 textbook over here. Remember I did that one? And so what's going to happen is, the reason I showed that was for this example here. Okay, because we're going to have to isolate dy by dx. Can someone be brave and tell me how I might isolate dy by dx in this equation? What do I have to do? Let's talk it through here. What do we do? Yeah, we do have to factor. I've already have this for factor. Okay, so you mean?
Sweet.
You're not a student until Monday, okay? So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to move the 3y over. Ready, guys? The 3y is going to come over, and then I'm going to have two things with dy by dx here, and then I'm going to factor dy by dx. Okay, so it's going to be 3x. Okay, are we feeling okay with that? Okay, so now as Michael mentioned, we're going to factor at this point. Okay, Katie, if I take out a dy by dx, what am I left with on the left-hand side, please? Joe, what is my final step here? So dy by dx equals negative 3y all over 3x minus 4y. If that isn't the most beautiful equation I've ever seen, I don't know what else to say. All right, so we want to find the slope. I'm not going to make it find the line today. We'll start with the slope. Somebody tell me how I might find the slope of this equation now. Subbing 1 for 1. So x equals 1 and y equals 1, right? Okay, so m is going to be dy by dx equals negative 3 times 1 all over 3 times 1 minus 4 times 1 cubed. So no one's asked this question yet, but they normally do. These types of equations, when you get to university, will be in something like this. Right? It'll look something like that, because you're going to have two inputs into this function, which is sort of neat. Okay. But anyway. Okay, so that's going to be then negative 3 all over 3 minus 4, which is equal to 3. Let's get some cosines going on. Oops, lesson. Let's get some cosines going on now, shall we?
Boy.
Come on. You guys are no fun. You don't want cosines?
See cancel.
That's a 3. I'm going to pause the video now, so. Can't the Jets do that?
I don't know why you miss him so much. Isn't coffee nice?
Still, it's very disrespectful to Steve.
Yeah. We'll give him a hard time.
It's like he's already here.
It's only a month. Less than a month.
Did you miss me that much last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
When they get here, you should pause the video and unleash the wrath of Sadler.
I'm trying to think.
I send you back.
What's that? Yeah.